Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be my ride review on the Wings exhaust, the power commander, and the air intake, all of which are now installed on the bike. It's mapped for it. I'm going to do a mountain ride here. I live pretty close to the base of a mountain. It's just a couple minute ride away. A couple minute, about 5. It's a bit of highway. I've already taken this for a test ride when I had the Wings exhaust on, but I actually haven't ridden it since the air intake was installed. So this will be my first views on the whole package. I've got the Rottweiler SAS Delete on as well, so we'll see how that works. And I'm also trying out my new 360 cam. I've got the Insta360 1X2, so we'll see how that works out. I've never used it before. This is the first recording. I've got it out in front of me on a selfie stick, which you can probably see on the GoPro, which I didn't actually think about that until right now. But it shouldn't be too much in the way. It's a bit slow through here. There's a school zone leading up to the highway and then on to the mountain road, which is a good road. It's fun. It's not super long. There's always a lot of cyclists. So just pulling out of my driveway, I had it in map 2 and it really didn't seem to be liking that. I wonder if that's because it wasn't at operating temperature yet. I just kind of hopped on and started going. So that might be the cause of it. The power commander is mapped with the DynoJet map for the Wings exhaust and the Rade intake, so should be pretty close. I imagine going to get an actual dyno tune done would just be some small tweaks for my particular machine. I've always had pretty good luck with just downloading what DynoJet had and you know, getting as close as possible as to what I have, and more importantly trying to find a map that has exactly what I have. And in this case, DynoJet had the Rade Garage intake and the Wings exhaust, so it should all be pretty closely matched. The exhaust sounds great. It's a lot better sounding. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that. I've got the microphone inside my helmet with my vlogging setup here. So I've got a new helmet as well. I got the Arai Signet X. I actually got that before my 2-week road trip to Lake Louise from Vancouver, and it's fully broken in. I mean, it didn't take long. The helmet fit me almost perfectly out of the box, so that was good. Oh, I've got a signal on here. So yeah, it fits like a glove. I've got a weird shaped head, the long oval, and Arai is really the only brand that's worked perfectly for me, and this is the same. It's a great fit. It's amazing with the COVID shortages. I had a real hard time getting a tinted visor. I had to wear sunglasses on my road trip It's because I couldn't get a tinted visor anywhere. I ended up getting one off Amazon and it shipped from Japan, and it took a few weeks. So I just got that after I got back from the trip. I really don't like wearing sunglasses under a helmet. It's claustrophobic enough with a full face helmet on, and then adding sunglasses underneath is not my preference. This guy's going really slow. Normally people are doing 60 or 70 up here, and he's hitting 54 now. But so yeah, the difference on power with the new exhaust and the Power Commander is huge. It's just really opened the bike up. I haven't done a lot of stop and go traffic on it, so I don't know if the heat's better on the Wings exhaust, but what I've been told is you'll really notice the difference on the heat. The stock is incredibly hot with the catalytic converter built right into it. So that'll be nice when I'm back at work. I've got a few weeks off here. I actually took the whole month of July off, which is the first time I've taken a vacation like that in, well, probably since I was at university, but even then I was working, so not really a vacation when you're... But yeah, the exhaust just sounds amazing. Sorry about the noise here on the highway. I might end up just blanking this out, but I want to see how it sounds with this new motovlogging setup on the new helmet. Really hope I kept this selfie stick secure enough. It doesn't look to be moving, but I'd stop and test that out when I get to the mountain road here. Make sure it's secure. I've been a bit spoiled on the K1600 GT with the big windscreen and the full fairing. I'm not used to that kind of wind blast on the highway after 2 weeks on that bike. Not that I mind it too much, kind of the fun of motorcycling. Getting a little bit of wind, I'd like to say wind in my hair, but I don't have any hair, so... I might see a bear. So yeah, I'm still loving this bike. It is so much fun. And like I said, the power, just adding the exhaust was instantly noticeable. I'm not noticing a whole lot of extra power with the intake, but I mean, I didn't really expect that. The Power Commander had already bumped up the values on the throttle, particularly in the mid-range, pretty significantly. When I was looking at the map detail, at some parts in the mid-range it was getting close to 25% fueling, which is a huge increase. And when I looked at the Rade Garage map in comparison, it wasn't a whole lot more fuel being put in, just because I think so much was added with the exhaust map. So not gonna be able to hustle through here too fast. This guy ahead of me's already going pretty quick, and there's always cops on this road, so. But it's a fun road just to check out the scenery. Couple good corners. Good test for this 360 cam. Let's see if I can get ahead of this guy. Need a guy in a sport bike to come ahead of me and do about 150 so I can go a little bit quicker. So yeah, loving this exhaust. I mean, the sound alone is phenomenal, but the performance difference is huge. When you hear about the power of this bike when you get it, and to be honest, in stock form, it's a little underwhelming based on everything that you hear. And just getting the exhaust on and getting a power commander really wakes it up and makes you think that you bought the right bike. I mean, not that I thought it was underpowered, but it certainly wasn't intimidating in any way. And now it's you know, a bit more where you think, hey, I should watch what I'm doing here with the throttle, which is, you know, sort of the point of riding a motorcycle, is being a bit on edge when you're riding it. And I didn't feel that I was on edge at all when I first got it in stock form. I hope you can hear a bit of this exhaust. It sounds amazing. Do need to figure out a way to get a microphone back on the exhaust as well. Great having one in the helmet, but it's certainly always nice to hear the exhaust note. See, I definitely recommend, if you have an SMC R, I would certainly get an exhaust, either the Aero or the Wings or the Tecmo. Obviously I haven't seen any of those. I met a guy actually in the parking lot at work who's got the Aero, and he said he liked it, but he wished he got the Wings, which I was a little surprised, because you know, I thought that the Aero looked a little bit better. But he said he'd had it for about a year and felt the Wings was probably a better buy. Which I was glad to hear that. I'd already ordered the Wings, so definitely not disappointed. But to be honest, I wanted the Aero. I just couldn't get it anywhere that would ship to Canada. So I ended up with the Wings, ordered direct from them. This bike just has power everywhere with this exhaust. One thing I'll have to say is the next thing I need to do is take a look at the suspension settings. I haven't touched them, and You know, I'm a bigger guy. I'm about 6'1", 220. So it's a little soft for my liking. So I do need to play around with that. Didn't realize how fast I was going. Looked down, I was doing 130. I think I was in about 4th there. The bike is just so much more responsive with the new map and the exhaust. Really no back popping on this either, which is a bit surprising. Normally you notice that when you get a new exhaust, and this one really doesn't have any of that. Just gotta slow it down here. I'm gonna stop up ahead and get a bit of a walk around on the bike and show you a good picture of everything complete. I think in my last video the walk around wasn't too detailed, just took a few close-ups of the parts that I installed. So I'll go through and give you a walk around and let you hear the exhaust a bit if I can figure that out. Maybe play around with a few trick shots with the 1X2 here. I don't know if you can see all the lines on the road here, but this is where everybody practices drifting their cars. A buddy of mine works for the ski hill here. He's not a huge fan of that, but he said as long as nobody's here, he's fine. Do it at night after hours. I come here to practice wheelies, so I probably won't tell him that. Again, not going to show you any wheelies because I don't want to embarrass myself on YouTube. I'm definitely not a wheelie expert. Not the most picturesque spot, but let's see what we can do here. Like I said, I'll switch to the camera on my phone, and here we go. So you can see I've got the 1X2 lined up there in front. I've never used it before, so hopefully it looks okay. There's the heat shield from Wings. It's a really nice piece. It was a bit tricky to get on. And then here's the wings here. Hopefully the phone will do a decent job of picking up the sound on it. The bike's filthy, so apologize for that, but I've been more interested in riding it than in getting it cleaned up. So there's the Rottweiler Delete. Also cleaned up the back there, and just under there is where the charcoal canister was. Got the Supermoto's LED headlight here. Really like that. It's got the LED strip on the bottom, and then at night for the high beam it's got 5 LEDs. It's really bright. So right now I've got 510 kilometers on the bike. I've left the stock mirrors so far because I haven't I don't actually mind them, although if you've seen Dennis on Two Wheels, his YouTube channel, he's got a pretty cool setup with the underbar mirrors, which I might have to see if he links to that product. Yeah, really happy. So that's it, guys. That's my review. Mountain ride with the bike. Hopefully the 1X2 looks good as well. Might try a couple shots with that here. Other than that, yeah, any questions, let me know. Like I said, it's a huge improvement. Really like it. The power is now just instant and everywhere. And like I said, I just thought it was a little bit tame stock, and based on everything that you heard about the bike and the amount of power that it had, I did find it a bit underwhelming, as I said. So nice to have that. Bike is really dirty. Apologize for that, but more interested in riding it at this point than keeping it clean. So I think I said before that I was not going to do the first oil change on this, that I was going to take it for its first service, but I've changed my mind. I'm just going to do that myself. I've ordered the KTM OEM oil change kit, which interestingly is back ordered until the fall, but I found a dealership that was willing to piece a kit together out of their own inventory, so that's nice, and they said they'd charge me the same price, which might even be better for them, but that's fine. I don't really care. I just want the parts and the OEM parts, so I'm happy with that. Some guys racing here. Good view of the city on the way down. So guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more videos from me, please subscribe. That really helps the channel out, helps the channel grow. And if you're interested in seeing more videos, it's an easier way to find it. So I'd appreciate it if you did that. And any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave those below.